Hey y'all, I'm Zoe Joyelle.
And I'm Alexis Simone.
And this is the Soundwaves Podcast,
where we dive deep into the rhythms and stories that shape our world.
Cheers.
Cheers. We have a new mocktail today, y'all.
What are we drinking?
I'm super excited for this one, but it looks like from the glass it might have some pulp in it. I'm not too shy about that. This is a desert margarita brought to us by Parch Agave Cocktail.
It's a mocktail, y'all, if you're new here.
We only drink mocktails, okay? And so this has botanicals and adaptogens in it. It has desert sea salt, which I'm not quite sure what that tastes like. Interesting. It has L-theanine in it. It has orange peel bitters, ashwagandha, green tea, chamomile, and hibiscus. I mean, y'all, it's loaded. It's loaded.
Chamomile and ashwagandha together? That sounds good.
It's giving sleep though, right?
Ashwagandha is like bring you up, so maybe it's like a balance.
Yes, we're gonna taste and see, but I want to read this because this is super cute. It says, each cocktail offers a complex taste from unique pairings of desert ingredients based on the ethos that what grows together grows together. That is so cute. Cheers. Our blend of functional herbs and desert botanicals is designed to center your mind and body, serving a social drinking experience like no other.
My mouth is watering.
Core behavior is how they signed off on this. So let's go ahead and taste because I'm excited.
Wait, so what is the actual flavor?
It's orange peel.
Orange peel?
And
agave?
Orange agave.
Okay.
Blue agave and lime juice.
It tastes exactly like that.
Oh, and ginseng is in it too.
I like ginseng.
It's bitter.
I like this. I would have this with a tahini rim.
Yeah, I don't know if I like it. It's not nasty though. If y'all see last episode, it was nasty. I do like tahini. I don't like it on fruit though. Like I don't like it on fruit.
Oh,
but I don't mind it on the rim.
Yeah,
I don't
like
mind it on the rim.
I think it would be good with this.
This gives like spicy margarita a little bit. Maybe that's what they were going for.
I like it.
They executed. That's what they were going for. But it's bitter, y'all. I taste a lot of lime juice.
Yeah. So, before we get started, I just want to say this episode is for the girls. Last episode, we had our college guy friends on there. We let the men speak.
Yes.
I think every time we have a man on the podcast, we might say we let the men speak.
Right.
I just think that's so funny.
Y'all know y'all don't get that many chances.
So this one's for the girls. If you're new here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Leave us some feedback. If you are returning, we appreciate your support. We love you. Continue to keep tapping in with us. If you're not following us yet, make sure you tap in on Instagram. Because that's where you could comment and DM us and all the things. So I just wanted to say that before we go ahead and get started.
Thanks. So thank y'all so much for supporting us this far. We're on episode 41. That is 41 weeks of consistency.
We're in our 40s, bitch.
Get into it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into this icebreaker. And we're just going to recap some of the questions that we asked the guys last episode. And so, but we're going from the women perspective because like she said, it's all about the women today. So, what's one thing you wish men understood about women?
I think I'm being blessed with understanding experiences.
Okay.
But I guess something I would say is like we really do have a different hormonal level every week of the month. There's 4 weeks in a month and there's literally 4 phases of our menstrual cycle. You guys don't learn that, and honestly we didn't learn that until in our 20s because I was like, why am I losing my mind every month?
Yeah.
But your menstrual cycle is not just when you're bleeding. It's a whole 4-phase cycle, and that's something that I wish we all knew, honestly, more. And of course, man, it's because like when you're dating them, like you want that deeper understanding, like, hey, I'm exhausted this week, or I'm not really in the mood, or I might need some more help. If you want to cook, like, you know, just that, like that type of information is what I'll say.
Yeah, seriously, y'all. Every single week we are going through something different. Sometimes 2 weeks we're going through the same thing, and that's that luteal. Y'all hear us talk about it.
Luteal is
a game changer.
For real.
So that is important. I mean, like she said, I wish all people understood that, but especially men, because they just don't get it. Like, if they're unaware, they just don't get why we're tired, why we're moody, why I'm emotional, why I don't care, why I'm being mean. Like, they don't understand.
It's a lot to carry.
Right. So if you are a man dating a woman or interested in a woman that you are dating or getting ready to know or whatever the case may be, just look into that. Yeah. I wish men understood that we don't want them to like read our minds. Like we don't want you to read our minds, but we do. It is the simple things, right? Like it really is the simple things that make us happy, just by simply observing us.
Yes.
I think men I wish they understood that, because you don't have to buy me the most expensive thing or wine and dine me every week. Like if you pay attention to me by just observing and do small things, like you picked this up in the store because you saw me looking at it last week, or you got me flowers because I was just getting some and then I realized I wanted these instead. Like just different things that you can just pick up on from like body language or just being around and paying attention.
Consideration and thoughtfulness.
Yes, like that goes such a long way. I feel like it stands out way more than an expensive gift or like a fancy dinner or an all-paid vacation, which I mean, do those things too. But the small gestures are what really stands out and makes a big difference. All right, second question from last episode. We did Zoe's moment last week was name a defining moment that like made them a man, and so it's the same today. Like, is there a moment that defines women, like that made us a woman?
I feel like it's easier for me to answer for myself instead of like a universal woman
for
answer.
Sure.
I think that's easier for me because honestly, you guys, I don't know if there's like this one universal moment that makes us a woman. I don't want to say something like losing your virginity. Like, I don't want to say that. Mm-mm. So I think for me personally, when I think of woman, I'm thinking of like a grown woman. So I feel like the moments in my life that made me a woman is forgiving my parents and realizing that they are just human beings having this life experience for the first time just like me. And that really put me in a whole different direction for life, how I deal with other people, how I deal with myself, and just really being able to focus on other things that are more important and moving forward in my life versus worried about like what happened in the past.
That's big. Because forgiving those parents of different things, like it does set the tone for how you treat others and how you heal and deal with other triggers. So that is major. Yeah. I can't speak for other women. Yeah. I think for me, what made me a woman was moving out of my like mom's home, like my childhood home, and just taking care of things by myself. So rent, bills, car, like everything was just handled by me. That was a lot.
It's still, I still be thinking, I don't know. I think when I was younger, I looked at adulthood like a little bit more stress as well. But I feel like because I don't be like super stressed out, like everything just gets done. Yeah. I be like, I'm really grown. Like I have to keep saying that, like, I can't believe this. Like I'm really here living this life and doing this. This is crazy, but I'm doing it well.
Amen.
Yeah.
But I think that was like the moment I was like, yeah, I'm grown for real. Like I'm paying for everything by myself, handling everything by myself. And also I think just not checking in, like going on like vacation. And my family not even knowing. Like, girl, you was grown for
That's a good one.
Like, you was all the way where? And you did not tell nobody? Like, what? Like,
I just do it now to be courteous, honestly. And it's like, and I'm like, do y'all care about me still? Because I'm about to leave the country.
And y'all need to know where I'm at.
And like, you should be worried a little bit.
But I mean, I guess I could say, like, maybe those two would be the ones that made me, like, a woman.
That was cute. Okay, so hopping straight in, like I said, this is for the girls, but honestly, anyone can benefit from this. So, what do you want to tell the girls who are currently stressed out or going through a transitional phase?
I would tell the girls who are currently stressed out, maybe you're stressed out about going through a transition, like, you know, any stressors that are hitting you right now. I would just say, take the time to step back and remember and realize that you are living answered prayers. When I take that moment of reflection, I'm like, look around me and I'm like, wow, I'm in this house that I prayed for. I'm able to pay this, and this, and go here and celebrate this person. Like, those are all the things that I prayed for, and maybe because at a certain time in my life, I was unable to do that. And so it helps me remember that this too will pass. Everything, every stressor, every worry, it's all temporary. And so I think that's what I would tell a girl. Like, girl, you are living an answered prayer. You were lower or even further back than you were a week, months, years ago, and you may not even realize because today is bringing a new issue and this is what you're currently focused on, but it will also pass.
Yeah. Beautiful. I would tell the girls that are currently stressed out or going through a transition, don't let it consume you. Like, every day, still find something to be grateful for. Still give whatever it is that you do currently your best. And just keep it moving, keep it rolling every single day. Like, still give it your best. Like, acknowledge your feelings, of course, but still keep giving life effort. Don't give up on whatever it is that you're doing. Whether that's the relationship that you're working on or exiting, whatever you're doing, don't get stuck where you're at. Like, make a new decision so that you can see new results.
Yes, and do something that you enjoy.
Yeah.
Like, at least once a week. Because when you do that, you realize, like, it's really not that serious. Like, I'm still able to have a great time. I'm still able to laugh through it and spend time with people.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one. Spend time with people.
Because, right, when you spend time with somebody, you realize my problem is this. Very small compared to what I thought they were in my head.
Yeah.
Has there ever been a moment when a parent or friend gave you advice on what to do and you immediately thought, like, no, I'm not doing that?
Of course there has. I don't know if I can think of one in particular. Can you?
I can.
Okay, go ahead.
So before going to college, like senior year, my mom was like, you have to major in nursing. She sent me to a nursing camp my senior summer year, y'all. Like, I had plans. Yes.
What was that?
I had to go away and live in a dorm for a week in Savannah.
Why did I never know this?
Now
that you said Savannah, I don't know. It sounds familiar.
Yeah, I was at Armstrong College was the college, and it was like known for like nursing, I guess, whatever. They had a camp. And I was very pissed, y'all. Like, I had plans for my summer, and to go there, I was like, I don't even want to major in this. Like, she was really gunning for it, though. Like,
what were y'all doing?
They had us doing different labs, like ultrasounds and learning, like sitting in seminars. Seriously, in school.
How long was it?
For a week.
Oh, thank God. But like, that's how you spent your last summer before college?
No, it was just a week. But you know, when you're like a teenager, everything's such a big deal. So I had such an attitude. And then I'm like, I have to sleep with somebody. I don't even know. I was like on the phone with my man every night, y'all complaining. I was like, I do not want to be here. But it was like a good experience, I guess, if I actually wanted to do that. But I didn't. And, you know, I met girls and things like that. It was cool I am the only child. So it was different for me to like sleep in a room with somebody. Like, I do think that prepared me for college, but she wanted me to major in nursing. I automatically knew no. Like, I knew what I wanted to major in going to college, and it was not that. It was psychology. Kept telling her that. The second thing, it's always my mom, right? I'm graduating college, and she's like, you gotta go to the National Guard, like the Reserve, the Army Reserve. I'm like, no, I'm not going to the Army Reserve. She's like, you gotta go. She has like recruiters, like she's like texting me recruiter information. It's just like, why is it so demanding? Like, she just crosses all boundaries when it comes to what she thinks is best. I'm not, every time she would call me on, it was like the Army Reserve this and Army Reserve that, and I'm like, I'm not going. You still have to do basic training. I don't know, I'm just not for the sleepaway stuff, I guess, because I'm not going anywhere. And y'all, like, if it comes to war, like, they do choose some of the reserves. So I'm like, I'm not going to that.
See ya.
Like, what do I look like? Me.
Going me.
Going and serving war if it really comes down to it. So those were like two instances where I was giving advice, or she thought she was giving advice on what to do with my life. And I was like, no, like, heck no. I'm not doing that. I'm not
I think the advice I've received has been career-wise, too. Like, oh, you should be a teacher, or what else somebody told me to do? Somebody told me to be a real estate agent after college because I was watching the Selling Sunset show on Netflix.
So they were like, you would be great at that.
Because right after college, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, it took me a minute to find my way. It really did. Graduating in COVID and then also majoring in something just to get by. It took me a minute to find my way. So people were giving me a lot of advice, but I knew I didn't want to be no real estate agent. Like,
I could see you as a teacher though. Like in your older years though.
Yeah, right.
Not like
and I've always
20.
said that in college. I used to say that sounds like some retirement type of thing I would do.
Like I'm bored and I got me some students.
Yeah, and I would be a cool ass professor. I would be a professor though. I wouldn't be no regular. No teacher. Shade. No shade.
We need the teachers.
I would have been a professor for sure in my 40s. But yeah, absolutely not. There's nothing wrong with being a real estate agent. I just didn't want to be that. I don't want to sell myself and all of that. Like, that's just not my personality.
It's a lot.
No. You got to know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
That's really where we're going with this. Like, people be giving advice, and you have to really know who you are. It could be somebody that's doing better in their life financially than you know, but they don't know who you are and what you have to offer. So you have to figure that out for yourself, for sure.
Figure it out.
So, do you think that asking for advice creates more or less confusion?
I feel like it can be both.
Mm-hmm.
When it's circumstantial, right? So
for sure.
If there's like a situation where you're already like a little hesitant on it, you're very unsure, right? Like you have no idea what to do. I think asking for advice causes more confusion sometimes because you already didn't know what to do, so you don't even know your feelings and thoughts, and now you're taking on somebody else's. But when you take a step back, you're like, do I agree with that? Maybe I do. Maybe I should do but you're still not confident on it.
Yeah.
And so then it creates more chaos in your brain and more confusion. But I think when you know yourself, advice doesn't have to add more confusion. Like I feel like it adds less confusion. Like, oh yeah, they told me this and that was a great perspective, but I'm good. Like I know what I want to do.
Yeah.
That just solidified what I already was affirming in myself, the advice that they may have given you. So I think it's circumstantial. Sometimes advice is great. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you really don't know what to do. And maybe your therapist or your best friend or your mama somebody who's been through it gives you some solid advice. But I always say like the best advice is the advice that makes somebody reflect and think for themselves.
Facts.
I think that's like the best.
Yeah, I was going to go there because I was going to say I think at the root of when you're seeking for advice, I feel like we all, and maybe I'm oblivious, but I really do feel like at the root we all know what we should do. Mm-hmm. I think when you're reaching out to people, you kind of just want your feelings to be affirmed more than anything.
Yeah.
But I can give an example just to relate because I don't know if there's someone out there that can relate, but there was a time where I was dating this guy and we ended up actually getting into a relationship, but I knew that something missing. I don't know. It was something missing. He was a great guy. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because I see this topic of good guy versus good guy with intentions or something like that. Because, like, there's plenty of good guys out there, but is it, your person or whatever. Yeah. So that was, like, my whole thing I was going through. And for me, it was causing more confusion because I don't think people were actually affirming what I was saying. It was more so like, well, maybe you should just give it a chance. Because I was coming from something that was toxic and it was like young. And I was like, okay, now I'm entering like my mid-20s. We're basically in the end of our 20s, right? Let's just be honest.
I guess so.
Yeah, it was my early 20s. After college and shit. I'm sorry for cursing. Anywho,
no sister.
It was adding more confusion because I knew what I wanted, but it felt so crazy to make a decision to not be with the good guy after being in a toxic relationship because it was like, wait, my brain and my heart is like, what you mean you don't want to be with the good guy? Like, we can get good results here. And then the confusion was also, I don't want to say who, like, oh, this person, but people that I was talking to was like, you better be sure because there's not that many good guys out there. And it's like now I'm having scarcity mindset and like it was just causing way more confusion. But at the root, like I said before, I knew exactly what I wanted to do.
I think I was one of the people y'all giving her advice during that time.
She definitely was, but I
was telling her to give it a chance.
I don't remember if you were the one causing me confusion though, because I feel like you might have said maybe you were saying give it a chance, but you were also affirming like. I feel like you
knew.
I don't know. I feel like you wanted me to just make my own decision more than anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But when she first started dating him, y'all, I probably was like, give it a chance.
Yeah.
Give it a chance. See? Sometimes
it could be more confusion, but it's nobody's fault but yours. Because you really do gotta sit still and be honest with yourself.
No, for sure. See, we both grown, okay?
Yeah, like, I feel so much growner than freaking that age.
Right,
I don't want to.
What's that, like 23? Oh, yeah.
And I had just turned 23.
That is fresh.
Yeah.
I was like, go
so it's no shame in my game, baby.
At all.
But
that's young and fresh.
Now that I have the mindset of like, let me just be honest with myself. First of all, I feel like I'm falling into alignment way faster. So that's where you want to get so that you can be. You don't have to waste time. Like when they say the path is narrow, it means I feel like that can go for so many different things. When you are walking in truth for real.
Walking in Christ, walking in truth, all of it.
Yeah.
Okay. How important is it to have faith in your own decision making?
Oh wow.
Right. Led right into that. Walk right into it.
In your own decision making, it's super important. I feel like the journey is like forgiving yourself for all the times that you may have made a quote unquote bad decision, because the bad decision you still probably got a huge lesson out of it.
Yeah.
So I think the journey to even gaining faith in your own decision making is definitely forgiving your past more than anything. And like, don't look at it in a negative way. Like, I don't think everything has to be labeled as good or bad. Like, some things are just what it is, and whatever you walked away with, like what you walked away with from. What you walked away from and what you got out of it, basically, is what I'm trying to say.
What you gained.
Yeah, like what you gained from the situation. So once you forgive yourself, and I think then you start to have the confidence, and you just have to take the new steps. And I feel like we kind of had a conversation like that with, like, of course, the dating thing. I'm sorry, we're girls. Like, we're going to keep talking about dating here and there, whatever.
It is what it is.
We're figuring it out. But, like, I was losing faith in myself, because I'm like, even the question about, like, love, I'm just like, how do you really know you love somebody? Because how I just be leaving these people?
Because you know you want better.
That's crazy.
You know you want better. So
like, trying to take my time and just, like, not making the same mistakes over and over again, but at the same time, it's like you have to learn and also have faith and also take action all at the same time. It's just what it is. You have to keep moving, because life is going to keep going. So forgive yourself, I would say, and take the new steps and see what new outcomes you can get. Or you can just be where you at and stay with what you have, if that's what you're cool with.
Yeah. When we talk about this this topic and this conversation, it just makes me think of that Janae song when she's like, you gotta keep going. Life is a whirlwind. Janae is amazing.
I love that.
But having faith in your own decision making is very, very important, because it's you. This is your life. And so if you don't have faith in it, then you're just out here blowing through the wind, not knowing what to do, what decisions to make, and kind of letting someone else or external stuff control your life.
Nobody can live it for you.
Right. You have to take control of your own life. Which I make jokes, because it's like the Bible be like, let God control. You be like, the pastor be like, let you control what you can. I be like, I don't know who's supposed to control. But definitely still make the
You have to take action.
Yes. Control what you can. Right? You can't control everything.
Yeah.
But take action in your own life and have faith in yourself, because faith and confidence go hand in hand. The more faith you have, the more confidence you have. And everybody loves a confident woman.
So yeah, take notes, sister. Okay.
I don't know, y'all. This thing got me bouncing. I can't stop moving.
So when life is calling you to a transition, whether that's leaving a job, accepting a job offer, a relationship, hard conversations that you have to have with someone, how do you handle that now versus how you've handled it in the past?
Now I would say, if I'm going through like a transitional phase, which I think a key pointer of when you're like going through a transitional phase, I think, is when life just becomes very uncomfortable for you. Like, you're just unsatisfied with different things. And so I think now when I'm feeling that, I pray to God, because I'm like, Lord, I can't do nothing without you. So what's up? I just let that release, and then I journal. And then I think, okay, I'm uncomfortable, I'm unsatisfied, and I don't want to go into complaining, because that's what I used to do. So what can I do to realign me or go back to walking in like what I think is my purpose, right? And so like she said, taking action is big. And so if even that's doing something that leads you to your goal day to day, week by week, just even if it's a small step. So for example, if you're like trying to leave your job, maybe that's applying to new ones, updating your resume, like getting in the space to position yourself to take action and prepare to take action. If it's leaving a relationship, you know, you're having difficult conversations. I used to joke all the time, but I used to be for real when I would tell my friends to do this and make a pros and cons list.
If you get to that point, leave that man.
I was that. So
pros and cons list. Go ahead and leave.
So you just have to prepare yourself and take those actions, like little actions, to take maybe the big leap to do something. But prayer, journaling, and preparing is the 3 things I would say that I do now. Back then in the past, maybe the past was 2 months ago, I don't know. Mm-hmm. I was complaining. I was avoidant. Like I would feel unsatisfied and really just avoid, I would say, what was possibly causing that. Like I wasn't even trying to think what was actually making me unhappy. I was just like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be here. Everything getting on my nerves. I'm irritable. I'm uncomfortable. And life just sucks. Like I can have temporary fun and enjoy moments with friends, but I'm still like unsatisfied with what my actual life is. And it would just be that. Like I would just be sitting in that, not actually trying to do anything about it, until it just got so uncomfortable that something had to be done, whether that was a conversation or what. But I think in the past it was like more avoidant. Mm-hmm. What about you?
How I handle tough, I'll just say tough chapters, I guess, or tough moments in life now. Same, definitely praying, taking a moment to even realize what is it that's bothering me. Because it could be a main thing, but you start to show it in different areas, like when you're being, like she said, easy irritable and like lacking patience and stuff like that. So figuring out what the point, like what is it that's causing the pain point, and then praying about it, and then I immediately get into resolution. Like I move a little bit faster, I would say, because if it's something I could do about it, then I need to get it done. So that's just how it is for me. And sometimes it's something that I can't do about it. You're not always going to be able to fix things for yourself. So you have to get comfortable in that discomfort and keeping the faith that this is temporary. Amen. The faith is so important. The faith controls your mind. Like it keeps, you have to be grateful for what you do have. Like for you to be like, okay, like life is still bearable. Like I can still do this. So yeah, faith is a huge, huge, huge thing. I think hard conversations and stuff like that, I just feel way more grown. Like those don't even bother me. I would say like to the point where I have to sit and like avoid them and like wait and not say nothing. I'm just gonna do it head on. And I might not even do it perfect all the time. It may be moments where I should have waited. But I just know that now I just say what's on my mind, because in the past I would let things sit and simmer, and now I have like a shutdown mindset, and now it's affecting how I'm communicating with you or whoever it is. And that's just, it's just spilling over on more things than it needs to, and that's why I would rather just say things now in the moment. I think another way that I used to handle hard moments is, like I said before, seeking out counselship, which is it's nothing wrong with that, but I know myself, and I know that I usually know what I want to do. So it's no point in me reaching out to multiple people to figure out what they think I should do. But that's what I used to do in the past. And all it did was keep me stuck, because now I have more opinions that I have to take on versus just being honest with myself and making a decision. So yeah, but that's grown people stuff.
Grown.
Yeah.
Maybe this conversation was about being grown.
Being grown and handling it. You know
and
what I'm saying?
Handling your
But you guys, I want you guys to comment down, like, what do you think you do now? What would you rather change, or do you think you do better than you used to? And just let us know in the comments.
Yeah, you just gotta have faith of a mustard seed, y'all.
Yeah, the faith is the biggest thing for sure. Because you don't have to expect yourself to be perfect either. Like, it's also okay to make mistakes. I think before, I used to be afraid to make the wrong decision, so I would just sit where I'm at for longer than I should. And that's the thing.
It is.
Like one time I was on the phone with a family member, and they were like, but also like, don't be afraid to make a mistake. Like, it's okay. And I was like, damn.
You so right.
You right. Like, it's okay, just make a decision.
Right.
You know? So, yeah. Before we get into the moment, is there anything else you wanted to give to the girls?
No, I think that's it.
Okay. So if you're new here, the moment is just like a temperature check. Sometimes it's based on the topic, but today's gonna be a temperature check because I haven't asked in a minute. So like, what moment are you currently in? And we're in the fourth quarter, so is there any moments that you're looking forward to as the year ends?
I think a moment I'm looking forward to is getting into grad school. Y'all, I am so ready to get into. Everybody has their season of when they, think the time is right to go back to school if that's what they're looking to do. And everything doesn't always go how you want or planned. And so my journey of graduate school has been long and tiring, and I'm just finally ready to start.
Yay.
So I'm looking forward to an acceptance letter.
Yay.
From somewhere.
Yay. We're gonna praise the Lord now today for her acceptance letter.
Yes, y'all pray for me.
Yay.
What about you, sister?
What am I looking forward to? Oh, where are you now as well? Is that all the same for you?
Where am I now? I'm uncomfortable right now, y'all, because I'm ready to leave my job. I'm always ready to leave a job. Mm-hmm. I'm always ready to leave a job, but I'm just ready to do something new. I feel like I've executed this role. I've learned all that I can learn, and I'm just making the best out of it. But I'm just ready to try something new and be in a different environment with some new fresh faces and new place and setting, even if that's remote. Lord, that's what I want. So I'm just ready for that. I'm tired. I'm ready to leave.
Okay, period. For me, where am I at now? Similar as far as something new. Like, I feel like I'm ready to be challenged. Like, at first, with the tech job that I had, I was so over it that it was just like, well, at least it pays the bills. But now I'm like actually in a space where I'm ready to learn some new stuff. Yeah. I'm gonna go for this PMP certification since we're being specific today, because usually I'd be like, mind y'all business.
Right.
But I'm ready to study. I'm ready to learn some new stuff. I'm ready to read some different books. I let my little sister pick me out a book, no shade. It was nonfiction. I can't do it. I cannot finish a nonfiction book. I cannot do it. So I ordered me a grown woman book. It's essays from women. It's called New Methods for Women.
Oh, that's cool.
I can't wait to read it. I'm just ready to be back in my like smart girl era. Like, I'm not going back to school, but I could take myself to school.
Exactly. That's all it is. I like to obtain new knowledge.
Right. Like, I'm
bored. I'm bored with it.
Other than that, I'm in a stage where I'm super grateful. Like, I've been reflecting. I told her that I haven't been reflecting on all the new things that I've been doing, but this week I feel like I kind of have. And I was crying happy tears because I'm like, wow, like, I'm doing so many things that I used to be like, girl, what? Like, I'm in a whole community meeting hella new people.
Y'all, and she was praying for community.
I was. And it's like, I'm being so social. Because I've been working remote for the past 3-4 years. Like, I just be in my own little bubble with because I already have my close friends and stuff like that. But it's cool being outside and getting to know new people. Yeah. So that's cool. And what am I looking forward to? I'm looking forward to a 6-figure salary.
And that's very specific.
That's what I'm looking forward to. What else? I'm looking forward to the winter a little bit, kind of.
We can bask right here.
I don't know. Yeah, fall. I should say fall. I just think we have so much fun, though, at the end of the year. Like, so many just random things happen. And then we usually do a cabin trip with our friends in, like, January. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to all the fun festivities of the end of the year.
Some friendship.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fun.
And I just really feel very grown, like... That's very all I can grown. Say. I'm very happy.
If you don't feel grown, I don't know what you should do, but
you should get grown.
You should get grown.
Okay. Well, I think that's it. So thanks for riding the wave with us.
We'll see y'all next week, same time, same vibe. Bye.